what we've done. Choking our world, loading the gun. Some minds are free. Greed is a prison, so hard to see. How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? Oh, look at what we've done. Oh, look at what we've done. Nothing left to give. Bracking the earth, the place where we live. Water we can't drink. Chemical spills, rivers that stink. How many care? How many stand up? How many dare? How many care? How many stand up?
I'll tell you how many stand up. More every day, baby. More every day. Stand up. Hey, how y'all doing? Oh, hell, I forgot to do this again. John always forgets to do this one thing. Just this one thing. Anyway, it's Tuesday, baby. We made it through Monday. Hell, tomorrow's Wednesday. We're halfway through this shit. We'll survive, baby. Anyway, Randy Peterson was first on to jump in, woo pig, and I'm glad you was talking to Joe on the phone, because I talked to Joe too on the phone, and it seems to be that we need to get together and do some picking and some grinning and some cooking and some smoking. And so that's the plan, buddy. Anyway, JT Lives was here, Penny Hartleman, Pauline Hall. Woo! Dan Hack is here, Gallagher, Irene Lambert, thank you for everything you do, Victoria LP82, Sammy Marcy is here, Haley Colquitt, I got that right, I hope, Trudy Bachter, Linda Carlston, Wanda Bell is here, our own Mrs. Chick is in the chat, thank goodness, I don't know what I'd do without her. Busy Lizzie is here, Jamie B, Reva, Debbie Capran, Teresa Hicks, David Ritchie, Josh Bake, damn, Penny Hartleman is here, Dwayne's Music. Everybody's here. Kelly Harris, Bunny Griffin, thank you, darling, for being here. Kelly 1313, Carl Vogel, Wanda Bell, whoo, shit. Jeff Curry, everybody's here. Let me get this thing dragged down here and we will not get it started. Jeanette Miller, Rebecca Kimball, Sam is in the room, and the man from the West 420. Anyway, what's going on? Well, it's Earth Day, baby. I hope you took a little time to appreciate the sky, the sun, the weather, the birds chirping, whatever was in your area. I hope you took a minute to appreciate what it is that we're doing our best to try to kill here. And that's the way it seems sometimes. But, oh, world, the life goes on, you know. News still goes on. I see up in the headlines here, Tesla profits plunge. Oh, damn. I wonder what's causing that. It must be something automotive or, you know, yeah. Anyway, we're making a difference, baby. And more people are standing up. And more people are getting involved. And that's what this is all about. It is going to be a movement like they've never been one before. Anyway, where's my co-host? I need my co-host. I need Miss Chick up here. Because it's been a hell of a day. I've been busy. I've been doing stuff. Yes, I've been doing stuff.
Well, good. Just stuff.
My shoulder hurts like hell, but I'm getting stuff done. No, I'm still on my cleaning Yeah.
Well, that's good. It's spring.
Yeah.
You do that in the
It's
spring. You
spring,
clean
spring
up.
cleaning. Yeah, just cleaning. I shit, I'm cleaning over the whole damn house.
Could you
Anyway.
come to my house and do that? Because I don't want to
Sure,
do it.
sure. Rent myself out. Getting pretty damn good at it. Anyway,
Good.
it
You'll
is
have it
Earth Day.
perfected.
Yes. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to stay busy, stay busy. Just keep in the news as much as I can. But, yeah, that's life, baby. That's life. That's what we're stuck with.
It is.
Anyway, what's going on in your world? Yeah, I know you
Well,
didn't spend the day cleaning.
well, a little bit, but not a lot.
No, okay.
No, I hurt my brain today. I was trying to look some stuff up, and you know how you start out like in a straight direction?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Can
that don't
swerve to
last
the
long in
left,
my
and you
brain.
swerve to the right, and then you get lost, and then you can't find it again.
On a daily
Yeah.
basis, yes.
I
That's
did a lot
where
of that today.
Well,
But
I did
I
what?
found a quote while I was swerving around.
A quote?
A quote. And it's from H.L. Mencken, which I think he was a writer way back when. So, anyways, this is a quote from H.L. Mencken. As democracy is perfected, the office of president represents more and more closely the inner soul of the people. On some great and glorious day, the plain folks of the land will reach their heart's desire at last, and the White House will be adorned by a downright moron. Now, when he wrote this, it was 1920.
Well,
He was
guess
referring
what?
to Warren G. Harding.
Yeah. And how did that work out? Yeah.
Exactly. He was at that time was the most corrupt president that it had.
And what followed?
More stuff.
More stuff. The Great Depression followed that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And but I just noticed now in the news a little bit. The market went up today on news that the trade war with China might not last. Are you shitting me? You know what that means? He blinked. That's not China backing down and going, oh, this is too much for us. We're going to make it. No, that's Donnie who knows he's got his ass in a sling.
No, that's Donnie who knows that every time he opens his mouth, he can control what happens on the stock market.
Yes. And you notice he kept his mouth shut today. As a matter of fact, they pointed that out on the news today. The market went up, and they think probably because Donnie didn't say anything. Donnie didn't come out with any news, any statements. They probably had him in the back room playing with a piece of chicken, I guess.
A piece of chicken.
Anyway, they had him distracted.
You're letting them putt around in the Oval Office, I guess. I don't know. But in the meantime, when we were on here before, we had someone who had difficulty in the YouTube chat, and I was trying to look up what I thought she was talking about, and it was really hard because I couldn't quite follow all the chat.
I missed out on that whole conversation because it was in the chat. And
right, but what it kind of comes down to is, what I keep stressing is, quit looking at the clowns in the center stage. We have to look at what's going on in our state legislators all the time. Because they are doing some fuckery, let me tell you.
Fuckery, you say? I
say. And the stuff that I was trying to look up had to do with Nebraska, I think it was. And in Nebraska, there's been a bill introduced, I think is the term you would use, that they haven't moved on it yet, or fully. But it's sort of a quasi-abortion related thing. They're finding other ways to keep abortion banned, whether their state has fully banned it or not, by doing all these other side things.
Right.
And this side thing has to do with mandating that if a woman has a miscarriage, or for some reason needs to have an emergency abortion, which we call DNC, they want the hospital has to take those fetal remains, whatever it is, and it has to be carefully taken and either cremated or interned. Like, seriously? Do you know how expensive that gets?
Do you know how painful that can be?
And how painful that can be?
That can be
Yes.
mighty. But they don't, that's,
But that's another way to keep people from, getting abortions. It's their side door thing.
no, that's a way to punish them if they do.
And that too. Well, they didn't say there was a punishment. They didn't say
No.
what that was, and they were putting the load on the doctors or the hospitals for making it happen, to set it in place in terms of, oh, well, we just did this procedure. Here's the stuff, and it's going to have to go over here to this facility.
When is medicine going to do the same thing Harvard is doing?
I don't
Stand up
know.
and tell them to fuck off.
Yeah. And then there's the one in, that was Nebraska. That was their version of, their state. And the other one had something to do with, and maybe we touched on it a smidge the other day, it's in California of all places, but that don't mean squat. They have 1 million different districts.
Right.
Someone introduced something that is going to
Stop that, Rebecca.
make
Sorry.
Migrant women who want to stay here have to marry. Literally, the wording was an incel. Can you believe they're actually trying to make a bill of such?
They're desperate.
But like I said, you have to check, because everywhere they're trying every little twist and turn to see what sticks. Just
Yes,
like
this isn't
everywhere
only
else.
national politics. This is down to states and districts.
And we watched them do it with the voting rights, didn't we? We watched
they're
how they
not
tried
done.
different things in different states
Yes.
to see what would stick. And a lot of
Throw
them got what they wanted, sort of. And now they're pursuing it even farther. They're still trying to
swear.
mandate more.
I swear that's how they got his ass in.
But we have to make sure we're watching what our state representatives and senators are doing and be involved in that. Run for something, damn it, as our friend Leo would say, who is down there with his hand up also.
I see him. Well, shit, I didn't see him until... Hey, Dave, how you doing?
Wash, rinse, repeat. Wash, rinse, repeat.
Yeah,
that's what we're seeing
enough.
Throughout the world.
We're not washing enough.
Seriously, guys. I mean, this man just does stupid shit, breaks the law every day. There's a lot of hullabaloo, a lot of screaming, oh my God, the world's coming to an end and we're going to take this man out. We're going to fix him up. He's an evil person. Next day, wash, rinse, repeat. And it's becoming to a point where I think frustrations are building within the MAGA group, within the Democratic group. Let's just see how it's going to play out, because I think the resistance is becoming stronger. It's just how much power Donny's got now, with how much he can knock it on the head and try and stop what I think is going to be an uprising. I mean, I'm starting to wonder about. I'm not wondering. The government is a government of oath breakers. Everyone in that government, MAGA government, has broken the oath in some way, shape, or form.
You're not going to hear an argument from you there. Every one of his cabinet members have advocated their own responsibility.
Correct.
They're figureheads. They're nothing more than just bobbleheads in a desk. That's all they are.
See,
they have no power.
Putting celebrities, and Trump knows this. He knows that you love a good celebrity. America loves a celebrity. So that's why he's putting celebrities in his office, because they're following, they're loved, and he thinks that they're all cherished and revered by the public. And that's part of his persona. That's part of his logic. But, not all of his logic, because he wants dumb people there that he can tell what to do. So having a pseudo control of that department. But basically, take this for what it's worth, guys. I don't know whether America feels so isolated after this incident. In London last month, a gentleman, not a gentleman, a Muslim priest was on the London Bridge, and he was doing the in London over the London Bridge on top of the Thames, and he's got a little guitar PA speaker guitar amplifier there, microphone plugged into it, and he's going hey yo yo yo, you know, to the east and singing the Muslim
Right.
prayer to the east.
Right.
Then a Catholic priest was upset by this because they can't.
Well, of
You
course he
can't
is.
preach just go in the street and preach. You need a license. You need. You can't push religion basically as in that way, shape, or form. You must go to church and do that shit there, not on
Right.
the London Bridge. So this
Makes
Christian
sense to
priest
me.
didn't use any PA system, didn't use any amplifiers, just got up there and started talking out the Bible, reading from the Bible. An hour later, the police are there. And guess who's arrested?
The priest?
The Catholic priest.
Really.
He's the one that gets arrested. And the Muslim guy is allowed to go on. Now, this is called, shit, it was on the tip of my tongue then. And when
Yeah,
you
that
have
don't work for
someone
me.
over to your home and you allow them a little bit of privilege, it's this is what's happening is that in fear of an uprising of if they arrested this Muslim priest, they feared the uprising. Yet they knew the English person wasn't going to go hullabaloo and scream if they arrested the. It's all upside down here, guys. I'm not saying Muslims don't have a right to their religion, whatever, in wherever they live, but what law is good for me should be good for the next guy.
Oh shit,
But
we have soapbox preachers down here all over the place. They stand
well,
up and,
you
and
know,
start
there you
preaching
go.
anywhere.
You're not, but you're not alone in respect of stupid things going on in your country.
Oh no.
So
Oh no. There's no shortage of ignorance or stupid shit that happens here on a daily basis. I would say on an hourly basis. But it is not indicative of what America is. You know, incidents happen every day. That doesn't define what a nation is. But if it continues to spread, then yeah, it becomes a problem. Anyway,
it
Leo.
is.
Oh
I'm here.
wait! Before you come in, Leo, let me catch up real quick because Lincoln,
I
he
know. I
came
heard them
in.
all going
He
wrong.
came in twice. He came in with $2. Said, "Leave our economy alone. Pump and dump Trump 2025." Indeed, and then he came back with $5. Said, "We're not waiting until midterms. Trump and company has got to go. They're moving fast. We have to respond accordingly." They're trying to get as much done as they possibly can,
Peace,
and
that
we do.
fucker.
We do have to respond accordingly, and we have to be louder and longer every time. Anyway, Leo, how are you doing?
I'm good, and God damn it, John, you just gave me too many more things to pull together, but I can do
Oh
it.
shit! Welcome to
I
my
can do it.
world, buddy.
I
I'm
hear
pulling things all over the place. I got
you. All
my
right. I'm gonna
hand,
start with Mrs.
right hand,
Tech.
left.
I'm gonna start with her because she brought up some straightforward shit about the stuff that's going on nationally and how crazy some of it is, but it's then you brought in local, yeah, and then Dave brought in international, yeah, all of that. I'm gonna try to pull some of that all together in a couple of analogies.
All right.
Responsibility thing, John, you mentioned that. I just watched it happen outside my door within the last 3 hours.
Really?
Again, Valerie just said the word again.
Again.
I watched another dog that I know and love, not one of mine, neighbor's dog. I call it one of my grand dogs, die because some asshole couldn't figure out that 45-mile-an-hour speed limit on these back roads, and John, you've been on them,
Hmm.
is important. We got a lot of hills, we got a lot of corners, and a lot of people don't follow the responsibility of protecting their animals. So I watched this dog run across the road that I love, get hit, and die. Responsible, people.
Sorry.
Let's be responsible. Going back to
Yes.
mission check and what we have to do, and also you touched on it, John, locally. I am, well, you know what I'm doing locally.
Yes.
And
You're being involved, buddy.
it's not an easy task here in deep red Trump country. We don't even have a Republican Party anymore. We have the deplorables. Their name, not mine. However, and it's coming together. Next week, I have called a meeting that is going to be a dinner for locals. One of the things that has to happen, and I'm telling you right now, people, this is in your county. This is where you live. Every single damn one of us in both the Republican and Democratic Party have very similar rules. Ours include that each voting district must have 2 representatives from that voting district in the county, and those must be both a male and female. Now, in tiny little districts like ours, that's not reasonable. That ain't going to happen. But we have found 4 people that are going to stand up. We would need 10 to make it fully acceptable, but they make allowances for that. Anyway, those people are just people like you and me and Missy Chick and Dave, where you are too. They are just like us.
That's who we are. That's who our government is.
Voice. They have their voice in our party. They have an equal say to mine. I'm the chairman of the Democratic Party here. They have an equal say. Check yours. Look at it and see what you have. And if you don't have as much as you should, stand up. Do something. Open your mouth. Do something. It's all, people, it's all local.
There are many ways to do that.
National. That's most of my message right there, folks. It all pulls together. Every damned one of us. And how about that dumb fuck Pete Hegseth?
Oh, you shitting me. Come on, man.
The world laughs at that, man.
Yes. Yeah, Leo's referencing the new outrage that he had a second chat going on that phone app thing with his wife, his brother, and his lawyer, and God knows who else. I guess his girlfriend, his beautician.
Giving them the details too, but hey, what the fuck?
He's bragging. He's look at what I'm doing. Look at what I'm doing. Yeah. He's inexperienced. It's ridiculous that he's even there. That we even keep having this conversation. No, he should not be there.
Goddamn reality.
No, I don't trust him with the secrets of our military. He's a Fox News fucking host is what he is. Let's be honest. That's why he's there. Because he sucks Donnie's butt. That's why. Just like everybody else that's been picked for a department head anywhere. They all take turns on his ass.
Or that he strokes and says, oh my, what a nice little sycophant you are. Let's look at Marjorie Taylor Greene. The Pope dies. What does she do? She talks about how evil he is. And they don't say a goddamn thing.
That was disgusting. That was absolutely disgusting. The world is angry at that woman.
Good.
You know, he was a good man. He was a good man. His heart was on the right place. He's seen the problems that America was facing. He approached it in a really good way. He wasn't out in the media making statements that embarrassed anyone. He spoke to Vance and Trump on a personal basis, and they shat on him. On his
Vance down in the last one just before he died. He made it a point to take him down.
He did. He did.
Yeah, the world
But,
Dave,
you know,
you
that's,
sound
this
like
is,
you know
lost
what
a
you're
good,
talking about there.
y'all know me. I'm not religious. I barely pay attention to religious leaders, but the Pope, you can't help but notice what he's doing. It's world
well,
news
see,
every time he
John,
does something. But this one,
He's the
he
ruler
was.
of
He
a
was more of
nation,
a man of the
actually.
people. And in his passing, the way his funeral is being laid out is more of a common man. He doesn't want the big pomp and circumstance, the big glorious, he wants a piece of ground. That's it.
John, can I
he
interject an
he
actual
treated
thing
religion.
here?
It- it-
As
Go
far
on,
as
go
ahead, Leo.
Pope Francis took his name from Francis of Assisi. A lot of people don't know this. St. Francis was a very, very rich man. And he turned it away and said, no, I need to do for what's right. I need to do for people. I need to show God's love to everyone. So all of that wealth ain't shit. And he walked away from it. And that's why Pope Francis took his name.
The
He
religious
was more
side
he was
of
more
things
of a
is
pope
called
of the people, in
religion has
the way he lived.
caused so many wars. I get angry when we talk about religion here, guys, because I don't like talking about religion on the show. For one reason, we're not a religious show, but this is a different situation. I understand the Pope passing. But same as I don't like talking football on the show because we're not a football show. We've got to look at Pope Francis, and honestly, most of the Catholic priests have been reasonable guys, but religion has caused a lot of wars and a lot of death in the world. And this is what pisses me off, that people take religion and speak on the behalf of religion, gives them the right to blow things up. Like I heard somewhere, this is a great statement, it's short. I heard somewhere someone say the difference between religion and science is that science flies you to the moon, while religion will fly you into towers.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a good
There's
a good
some
analogy.
truth there.
Yeah, it stimulates different things. Hey, let me catch up real quick, because I really want to catch this. Yelly Man came in with 50 Danish krones and said, I want to pay tribute to Pope Francis, who sadly passed away the day after he met J.D. Vance. I told you they should have done an exorcism on him after he
I
left.
might have
A little suspicious.
Indeed. And,
Yes, yeah.
and Jeanette Dahl came in with 50 Danish krones. I love this that we're nationwide. I mean, worldwide. I just saw a Danish headline. A blow to Tesla. Net profit down 71%. In Denmark, there's a drop of 65.5%. I think this is good news. I think it is too. And it's right over here on the headline over here. It's taking a big old hit. And oh, isn't that just sad? It breaks my heart. Anyway, and I got a $30
away.
I got a $30 donation from T Rock in the house, and it said, "Hello, Blue Dot Resistors," and hey, by the way, Doc, I've been doing a lot of cleaning here at the house. I've been noticing now. I've been commenting that. I'm trying to keep myself busy, scrubbing this, scrubbing that. I can't say thank you enough for this shit. This is that rock sauce that Dr. Todd sent me, and yeah, puts a little fire on there, but it works, baby. And so I appreciate the shit out of that, and I have been using the crap out of it, and I suspect I'll continue doing that for a while because I'm not nearly done. You know, it's a bad thing. You start doing a project like washing walls. Okay, you say, that wall looks a little dumb. Deal. So you wash it. Yeah, that looks better. Well, now you done screwed up. Now you got to wash the whole damn thing. You can't just stop right there, you know. Can't do just one wall either.
Ugly.
Can't just leave a clean spot.
Nope, you can't do a clean spot. Once you start, you got to keep going. So yeah, my shoulders have been killing me, and yes, along with some great beer, Dr. Todd is sent the juice too. So there you go. Anyway,
You're full of energy, mate. You're full of beans.
I'm
Hey,
full
John,
of
before you
something
go any
tonight.
farther,
I had a
We
pretty
had-
good day today. I did a lot of cleaning today, but I had a good time doing it. I was listening to music and
I'm a bit concerned about if Trump gets invited. Well, he will get invited, obviously, to the funeral of Pope Francis, along with
Oh, he's going. He's already said
oh,
he's
going. Yeah, he's going.
He's going to embarrass some way. I hope they don't put a microphone in his face, because he'll make it about him.
No, let him get
embarrass
embarrassed.
America.
No, he only embarrasses himself. He doesn't do anything.
But, you know, you can see him up there making it all about him.
Oh, he would. Yeah, he
Yeah.
would.
He'll have a bitch. He will complain about something in America that he's not being fairly treated. You're there for the Pope's fucking
shit.
funeral, but he'll be bitching about America and how he's been treated so awfully, and he's the best thing since sliced bread.
wrong.
I mean, what does this guy think? Does he think that the history's going to write great things about him? Does he think when he's dead and buried that
History's
that
going
in the
to
history books he's going to
write
say
something about it.
best president ever? You know, the greatest man. He fixed this. He fixed that. He fucked everything. He didn't fix anything.
No, he ain't
missed
fixed
the-
shit.
he missed the-
He's thrown everything in the damn garbage can and shit on it. And now
he
he's
missed
going to
the
try to
point
bail
of
himself
presidents.
out with some bullshit about how China came to their senses and we're not going to have a trade war with China because he was such a badass and they were afraid and please just shut the fuck up, Donnie. That's why the market went up today, because he shut the fuck up today, and they
They
told
went
him
up
that.
about the same amount they went down yesterday.
Yeah, he run his mouth yesterday and the market tanked. And again,
you
probably
just said a thing.
probably another damn deal
It's a
where
plan.
his inside crew gets the heads up and they go out and do a lot of
Yep.
buying and make a lot of money. I
Yep.
just think it happens every time. Now, I got to figure out how I'm going to do this. Smart ass squaw, see, I occasionally catch something in the chat there, catches my eye. Let me know that there's a few birthdays today. So it's Dorothy Tyndall, Virginia Woodley, and Blue Jean's birthday today. So,
Yes, it is.
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dorothy, Virginia, and Blue. Happy birthday to y'all. There, see, covered that right there. What entertainment? Where else are you going to find such shit like that? Nowhere, I'm telling you.
Nowhere.
Right here.
At least that was
Blue dot.
real entertainment and not the bullshit we're seeing in Washington right now.
I hope you all have a
Now,
wonderful
Dave,
birthday
you
today.
said a thing, and here's the real truth of it. He
What
is
does
going
it?
to embarrass us, but the simple fact is, MAGA won't care.
MAGA don't care.
No.
MAGA don't care.
Did you see the bastard I don't know whether she got sacked or whether she's been demoted, but Christina Wong, commander for Fort McCoy, who said a negative thing about Trump and Vance, has been suspended. She's been suspended. Colonel and also Colonel Sheila Baez. Oh well, this wouldn't help, would it? Ramaz has been suspended as well.
There was,
I don't know
one-
what's going on, but
There was
Go
one
on.
woman officer who was going to give a speech. I think it was a female officer going to give a speech. Was going to criticize something Trump did, and they cut her. I think.
Well, John, you and Dave both just hit a thing, and this is simple, people.
Oh,
Real
did
simple.
I hit a thing? I hit a thing.
We are
today.
no longer living in. We are not in a democracy anymore. This is
No.
a kind of modified dictatorship. They can say, "Oh, I was freely and fairly elected." So
I
can
prefer.
they say
I prefer to
that
say we are in
and
the
many other
process
places.
of an attempted coup right now. We are in the
Attempted my
process.
ass, it's there.
Well, that's what he's trying.
it is.
That's what he's
No,
trying to do.
It is a coup, John. It's a coup.
Yeah.
It smells like a duck, walks like a duck, walks like
It's
a
a
duck.
fucking
it's
duck.
a fucking coup.
And that's
Yep,
what he's trying
it
to do.
is.
He is trying to demoralize and destruct and deconstruct this country on every freaking level so he can have complete control over everything. He wants the same position Putin holds. And that's not a lie. That's
Precisely.
not hyperbole. That's him.
Nope, that's right.
He is a narcissistic, asshole who is going to take revenge on anybody that crosses him. And he's got the power to do that.
Well, mate, when your elected leader ignores the courts, ignores the Constitution, ignores any rulings from
What
the
do you call
Supreme
it?
Court, you're in a dictatorship or a communism situation, Marxist, whatever it is. It's not democracy.
Right now, they're calling it a constitutional crisis because we are in a situation where the Supreme Court gave a decision, and the Trump administration just threw a finger in front of the court's face and said, "Fuck you, I'm going to do what I want. And just sue me, take me to court." That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying. Fuck
Arrest
you,
me.
take me to court. I'm doing what I want.
Here. John, I'm going to interject here because I'm going to bow out. You have other people standing down there, and you have somebody new in the room. I just want to tell all of you.
I do.
It's local. Get involved. Do something with it. And by the way, if you can help out my stuff, thank you. Please do. All right. I love all y'all. I'm bowing out. Thank you for your time.
Outstanding, Leo. Take care of yourself. You can find
Hi, Leo.
Hey, Leo.
on Facebook, on YouTube, at Biker Wisdom and Thoughts. He gives his opinion. Please, y'all support him as much as you can. Anyway, hello, Juanita.
Hey, John, how you doing today?
Hello, Juanita.
Hey,
Had a pretty good day.
I finally wised up a little bit today. My husband's probably laughing in the other room hearing that. But I got a notebook, and while I was watching my news today, I was jotting down stuff because for some reason, every time I get on here, I develop this case of CRS.
Oh, darling,
I'm telling you.
I will
gotta
sit
remember
in
this.
front of and I will sit in my living room and study the news, look at all the websites, read the stories, get my opinion in my head. Just get the whiteboard out, maybe put a couple of notes on there. Go outside on my porch, set the camera up, look at the camera, and go, "Fuck."
I know.
You know,
It's just.
it's like boom, right out of the fucking head.
When y'all were talking about the market today or yesterday, what I saw, it said that it's the worst it has ever been since the Great Depression, 1932.
Yes, since
The
1929.
worst April. I'm sorry,
is
worst
what
April.
I've heard quoted.
Yeah.
It's the worst
Well,
April since
okay.
1929.
But there was so much little craziness here and there. I can't decide. It's hard for me to decide if I want to tell you about Nancy Mace arguing with her constituent in a grocery store in front of God and everybody.
In front of God and everybody.
Yeah. Or Christy Nome in Pursegate.
Yes, got her purse. Guy reached under and grabbed it with his foot, snuck it right out from underneath her ass, and just walked out.
right out.
And what is she doing with $3,000 cash in her?
That's
That's
what
right.
I
What are you, a
husband,
drug
I said,
dealer or
who the
something?
hell Who the hell has $3,000?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. You got $3,000 in cash. What was you expecting to do?
That was a
bribe
commission.
a congressman
She took
or
out her
something?
commission.
Did somebody slip it to her?
Yes, it was her commission.
Yeah,
Thanks,
fair.
honey.
Yeah,
Now,
right.
if the police stopped a citizen on the side of the road and you had that much cash on you, they'd probably be questioning your ass. What are you doing with so much cash? What are you doing?
Yeah.
Especially if you're black, you'd be in handcuffs.
Oh,
And
Lordy.
did anyone? I'm sorry. Did anyone else actually hear Carolyn Levitt discussing how there is this deep, dark mass conspiracy in the Pentagon
In the Pentagon.
against Pete Hegseth? Oh yeah, there's this
Oh,
mass
yeah.
conspiracy
Yeah,
going on.
mass
Oh,
conspiracy.
right.
It's a smear campaign. That's what it is. They're just out there
Yeah.
smearing his name because he's such a fantastic guy and can do all that shit, and they're just picking on him, and it's getting bad, and he can't stand it like that. He's really trying to be the best Department of Defense guy, and he could really give Donnie a good Hummer, and yeah.
And he's
But
trying to be as sober as he can be.
I know.
Yeah, he's trying to be
he's
sober.
Mr. Bean.
That's
he's Mr.
what I
Bean, right?
think. I think he gets tanked up, and about the time he gets real fucked up, he gets on
What's that
that
old saying?
internet
They'll
and does a
protest too
little.
much. I never see the
Just-
guy
Well, he's
without
an
his
alcoholic.
American flag pocket square, without his American flag belt buckle. We get it, buddy. We get it.
Yep.
You like
But
that
I-
display, but it's more than
Oh,
just
yeah.
it's a piece of cloth or a belt buckle. There's an ideal behind it. Oh, never mind. He wouldn't get it.
No, he wouldn't get it.
No,
it's
he
like
wouldn't.
Trump and those damn flag things.
No, he's more of the I'm a fucking badass and I'll kick your ass if you don't think so. Well, that's the kind of guy he is. He thinks he's a
Okay,
badass.
one more. I decided the one I want to talk about. The
Okay.
two German teenagers. I'm sorry, you need to.
Go on. No, go
Yeah,
on,
I'm
Nita.
sorry.
Two German teenagers.
about
I
that.
have no idea what this story is about, but go ahead.
For some
Yeah,
reason,
I think it's a joke. They walk into a bar. They walk into a
No.
bar. Oh, okay.
Aussie. No, actually, yeah, and a priest and a rabbi and
Rabbi. Yeah.
And one was Irish and one was Jewish.
Yeah.
exactly. No,
Now,
there were
these
two
two
German
teenagers.
I
Uh-huh.
think they were female, but I don't know for sure because I can't remember. I didn't write that down. They were both recent high school graduates. And because they had the means to do this, they decided that they were going to go see the world before they, settled down and went to college.
Great idea.
So they already been to Thailand. This
Right.
does sound like a joke. And they'd already been, God, I can't even remember, New Zealand, Thailand and New Zealand.
Right.
And now they went to Hawaii. Well,
Evidently, because that's what everybody in the chat is saying. Oh, it's Hawaii. It's Hawaii. Go ahead.
Yep.
Because I haven't heard this.
well, they get to Hawaii and they're stopped in the airport.
Right.
And they had planned to spend 5 weeks in Hawaii, and they had made hotel reservations, I guess, for the first part of their stay there, because like a lot of people, they're going to go exploring. They don't know where they're going to be. They might decide to
In
go
a base camp, then
to
go.
another. Right. Okay. Well, guess what? They were detained for days because they didn't pre-book hotel for the entire 5 weeks. That's what the excuse was for holding them.
I
So they
do
had to
recall
do
this
all
story.
this. I had to do all this, checking on them.
I didn't know all the background.
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
but they end up sending them out. They had planned on going to California afterwards, but I guess they got so disgusted over the whole thing. But not only did they detain them, for days, and it said that
In
they
jail.
were made to put on. They were made to put on dirty, stinky uniforms. They must have been at a jail. I don't know if it was at the airport or if they
Oh,
actually
Lordy.
took them to the county. But you're a tourist, right? And you go to the supposedly the best country in the world, and you get there and they start questioning you and lock your ass up for 3 days. Fuck, I don't want to stay
I
there
got it.
either. And they shipped him out. Yeah, my husband just stuck his head in the door and said, and they shipped him out too. Now, the only thing worse I could see happening was that they would have said, okay, and I could see this happening too. Oh, Donald Trump saying, well, okay, girls, we'll let you stay here, but you have to book in Trump hotels.
Oh, please.
That was kind of a joke, okay?
Okay,
I
good,
could
that
just
part.
see his dumb ass saying something.
I had to
maybe
wonder,
they
though.
went
I had to
Florida.
wonder. Oh, shit.
But
No, I
ain't
did
that some
see. I did
shit?
see the story about the two young ladies from Germany being detained. And I'm
Yeah, but
thinking-
it was,
Were
it
they
just,
ladies or men?
I think
you
they
know
were
what?
ladies.
I can't remember for certain. I think they were females.
I think they were.
And like I
ladies, yeah.
said, it was for days, supposedly. It wasn't just a few hours or whatever. And the reason they gave was because
3
they had
days in
not,
Hawaii.
I guess they
Can't
thought they were
afford
going to run
get
around
Hawaii.
and do some, no, hell no.
And shit,
Do
no.
some nefarious
Hey,
shit.
the last time I
know?
was in the Navy, it was courtesy of the to Hawaii was courtesy of the United States Navy. So, yeah.
Pearl Harbor or
No, he's not
Barber's
that old,
Point.
mate.
Barber's Point.
Barbara's Point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a friend stationed there in Barbara's Point. I just
it's
saw
beautiful.
the Med. I Spain. I didn't see the Pacific coast. But
I bounced all over.
Did you did you see this week that this has surfaced again? Donny's having an attack on the guy in charge of the Fed, the head of the Fed.
Oh, Jerome Powell.
oh yeah, he's on that
He's
again.
I swear to God, he's trying to get control of the Fed.
He's come out now with his
He
new
is.
statement. Now is I'm not going to fire him because he can't, and he
Yeah,
knows every
No, he
time he
can't.
opens his mouth about him, the market reacts to him. I mean, you know, it's Donnie's. Just keep your mouth shut. That's why the market went up today, because Donnie didn't say anything, but he had a hard on for Jerome Powell, and he's the one that appointed Jerome Powell. He's the one that put him
he's the one that
in the
appointed
Fed.
him.
You know, but the Fed is not a government agency. Donnie can't just walk in and fire his ass, but he can
Oh, he'll
talk
figure
about
it
it.
out.
Yeah, it
I'm
just
good
seems
on
very
good on
suspicious
Jerome
with
Powell
all
for
the,
standing up to his ass.
Yep.
Because
Me too.
because all of this shit, Donnie's going to have to back down on all of it. Well, all of the shit that's affecting your wallet, for one thing, he's going to have to back off his
But
tariff.
John-
Now he'll come up with a great story about how he won, how we're walking away with a better
all-
deal, and oh my God, we
the,
got money in the coffers, and
with all the Bitcoin dealing going on, and all his pushing of the Bitcoin and pushing, well, Elon Musk we know is heavily into Bitcoin, and then him wanting to mess around with the Fed, he wants total control of the value of the dollar. He wants to put a value on the dollar. He doesn't want the world or the market to do that. He wants to do it. He wants to run the dollar into the ground. You know, I just get this gut feeling
if
that
you give him a chance, the dollar will be
so
worthless.
badly.
He'd have
He
a
wants
printing
you
machine,
Bitcoin.
just print them out, just flood the market. You know, that's what. Well, I seen sometime today where headline, I can't remember what I read. He wants to give baby bonuses because you know we're not having enough babies in America here. That's what the headline said. He
Baby
wants.
bonus.
Yes, he wants to encourage a birth rate among Americans. And my first thought, wonder if he means all Americans or just white Americans. It's the
Oh,
first
well.
thought that crossed my
Exactly.
mind. And that's
Figure
because
out
of
what it
who he is. But yeah, that was a story that thinking about giving baby bonuses, you know. Yeah, have a baby, we'll throw you some money. And how about just making life easier for him to have a baby?
No,
But, you know,
see, you
people
have,
are afraid
there's
to
an
bring a child
income
into this world
requirement for that.
nowadays, I would imagine. Huh?
There's
No,
an
what you're
income
saying-
requirement.
Well,
An income
yeah, I mean, it's not very cheap to have a baby, is it? I mean, supporting a baby even after it's born, unless
are
you've
you
got two
shitting
jobs
me,
and
Dave?
a good
The
income.
Right to Life group are all for birth, man. They're up there with signs and pickets, and they're protesting, and they want that baby born. And as soon as it's born, they could give two shits about it.
Shit.
Their Christian
How would you
values go
feel-
right out the freaking window. And
How
I
would
don't
you
understand
feel
how the
if you're-
Christian right latches on to the Republicans when in their own New Testament it talks about the charity. It talks about give a quarter of your field to the church. It talks about all sorts of shit that you should be doing for the poor, the desperate, the hungry. And if we did that, if religion did that, if we took the money that the coffers get every fucking Sunday, well, hell, we could cure the homeless problem. There wouldn't be any hunger. We could,
But
if
John,
all of
how
that
would
money,
you feel
if
if
Joel
your
Osteen
surname-
took half of what he fucking got,
How would you feel?
there's
if
the
your
part of religion that
surname
pisses me off. It's
was
not the
Gomez?
sanctimonious bullshit that you say I'm a sinner, I'm going to go to hell. Who's it to you? Even this Pope said that. Who's he to judge? Who are you to judge? But if you're talking about living your religion, if you're talking about living your commitment, I don't see that.
I'll try this, John. How would you feel if your surname was Gomez or something like that? You're an American citizen. Both you and your wife were born in America, and you
Yeah.
have a child would you
Yeah.
not be concerned that you may be snapped up because of your surname if you walk in the street one night?
Well, Dave,
And
nothing like that would ever
whisked away?
happen.
So how would
Nothing
you
like
feel
that
having a
would
baby?
ever happen in America. Have a U.S. citizen swept off the street and put into jail? Never
Because of
happened,
your
Dave.
surname. Because of your surname or your colour.
Indeed.
And that's ugly.
We just saw
and that's
that.
not America.
We just saw that story. And think about that. If that's not discrimination, if that's not racism at its core,
It's
then
something
I don't
else.
know what is.
It's something else. It's not.
And it's a
You say
justification
it's
of it.
racism. No, it's not
You're,
racism,
you're,
John.
you're
It's
justifying it
racism.
on the security of America. You know, bullshit.
Well, that's why he's using the Department of Homeland Security, because they don't run under the same laws as DOJ.
There
They
you
don't have the
go.
same due
There
process.
you go. Doesn't have to
Due
answer to
process.
the. Yeah. Well, that's why Prince Boy is talking about building prisons here in the United States to hold all these illegal immigrants. That way we don't have to deal with the immigration problem. We'll just round them up all in here. We'll just build a new little prison and stick them all in there, and then we can all forget about them. That's the world they live in, Dave. They could give two
Yes,
shits about these people.
I reckon Trump is so much of a lowlife. He would disconnect a child's life support system and charge his own phone.
Oh, I have no doubt. Because, he's the president and he needs his phone because, you never know when you might get a chat from headsets or something.
He has broken.
Oh, wait, he
has
wasn't
actually
included in on
broken
that
the
chat.
system, John. He's actually broken the system. He's done what he
trying
does
to.
well.
He
No,
is
he
trying
has.
to
I mean,
dismantle the whole thing. Not
Who's
yet,
going to
Dave.
stop him?
Not,
Who's
We
going to
are.
stop him?
We are.
we the people, and our representatives. And I'm seeing signs that the Democratic machine out there is starting to stand up.
There's certainly kickback happening, and it's
There has to
certainly
be.
I would love to not be in Australia so far away. I just feel like my hands are tied. I'd love to help you guys so much. I'd like to be an American in America, voicing my voice. I'll probably get arrested, but the bottom line is I feel like I'm doing the right thing. Yes, the resistance is building, but I think it's going to become a coup versus a coup here. That's the only way you're going to do it.
That's what I hope doesn't happen, Dave. That's what I'm worried about. That's what a lot of us are worried about. That it is going to become
Martial law. That's
a
what I'm
violent.
worried about.
Yeah. Anyway, Yelly Man, jump in here, buddy.
Yeah, hey John.
How you doing?
Hey, Ellie.
Hello, Dave. I just jumped in because Dave asked me. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the border situation because I read somewhere in
The what?
In the news
Border.
situation in America. Do you hear me, John?
Yeah, I hear you. Just
Yep.
my ear. Yeah.
Yeah. I read in the Norwegian newspaper today that European tourists had been questioned when they entered America. When they came into customs, they were asked what they thought about Trump and his tariffs. And one of the tourists said, I don't like Trump. And that custom guide given him a shitload of harassment and threatened to put him in detainment and send them down to El Salvador. So, that was...
Yeah, that freedom of speech thing is on the line, too. Everything's on the line here.
The cousin doesn't have a right to ask you about your political views when you enter a country. That is just
No, they
sick.
don't.
No.
And it was inappropriate because that tourist had his kids and his wife there. And they were
ads?
harassing him in front of his fucking family and
They
threatening.
shouldn't have asked that.
No.
That was not their position to ask that question.
No, but it seems it was speculated in the media in Norway today if that was a new strategy to scare people away from the United States, even from coming in as tourists. If this is the way, if you're going full fascist now. If it's like, if you're going to start intimidating tourists, like you did in Hawaii with those two girls, you know, it's disgusting. I mean, those girls are probably, I mean, Hawaii is like a dream place for a lot of people. And they had their vacation completely destroyed. You know, it's not a, it's terrible.
It's big.
There's
It's
so much going
unspeakable.
on. There's so much to work.
And
You know, I just switched. Go ahead. Go ahead.
no, I just that was basically my sort of 2 cents today, since we were talking about this shit, and I wanted to bring that up because I read it today, and it's like an interesting thing that I think that if they start to intimidate tourists, you're gonna see a complete drop in tourists, and
Oh,
you're gonna
it's
lose
all
money
been
on that.
It's already. There's
already
already been a
dropped.
huge drop in tourism, both Americans going abroad and Europeans coming here, foreigners coming here.
Yeah,
Bigger on that end.
yeah,
Nobody wants to come here. Shit.
no,
You know, they're looking at an unstable country right now, and that's what. You know, I just switched over. That, you know, occasionally look over it. Right now, I switched over to the MSNBC headline, and it says latest polls point to sizable GOP support for Trump's authoritarian-style ambitions. That's the part that worries me.
oh my God, you know.
Now, and that's
By the way,
MSNBC.
on that
That's-
matter, I have I posted something in the Blue Room today about, that was something that Jon Stewart posted, where he did like a 30 or 40 minute monologue where he brought up examples of about the Trump authoritarianism, as you were talking about. Like when he opens a cabinet meeting, every fucking member of the cabinet thanks
Oh, they
him.
all have to kiss his ass.
Yeah,
Every one
and
of
it's
them, one
like
by
Hitler.
one, has to
It's
go
like,
around that table.
yeah,
It's
thank you
sickening.
for, yeah,
It
it's
is.
like the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my
Oh, the
life.
glorious leader Donald Trump has, without his
Yeah.
great guidance and wisdom, that we are moving this country forward in the right direction, because the
Yeah.
guy previous before, he sucked, and he was really bad, and now Donald Trump, he's going to pat me on the head later. That's exactly what it is. And it's
And that
sickening to
fucking,
watch our politicians, the people that we elected,
Yeah.
these people. Now,
Yeah.
most of them.
It's disgusting. Well, not Pete Hedgehog, or whatever they
Yeah.
call him.
Yeah, Pete Hegseth, yeah.
And
I heard
Not
he's
the
reaching to
and,
Fox. He's reaching into Fox for another pick for
they're
something.
like comparing Hegseth and Trump to like the Dumb and Dumber. You know, you seen that movie?
Yes.
To retards, you know, on field trip. I mean, they're like, yeah. I mean, he's complete. I mean, he's probably the most unqualified man besides Trump. I mean, Trump is completely unqualified too. He had no qualifications.
Well,
when he
there
became
you go. And it's not about qualifications. It has
No.
it has nothing to do with knowing, you know, what's good for the
you
country
see-
and making, you know. Did I see what?
They had a clip of Laura Ingraham in the White House, and
Oh,
Trump had
yeah.
had
Lord.
like Trump had his had the ceiling painted with gold, and he said, you know, they've never
Yeah.
been able to paint gold before, and I was able to make it happen. You know, go down and
Who
look
the
at
hell else
Versailles.
wanted it?
What?
No, but I
Hitler?
mean,
Of course, they've never done it before. To ever anything. No
look at-
gold leaf on
no.
anything. Never been gold painted
No,
or
no,
you know. No,
why
it's
don't you
it's
take
him. It's
go to
him.
the Versailles, go to
Yeah.
Buckingham Palace and take a look. You know what the fuck? I mean, this
That's
asshole. He's like,
it's who he is.
look at the
He's
look
a
at the
gaudy,
ceiling, you know.
everything about him's got to be gold. You know,
And Laura
he
Ingraham was
thinks
like,
he's
yeah.
that.
And Laura Ingraham was like, he was sharing up. Yeah, it couldn't be done. It couldn't be done before you. She was like, what the fuck?
Because he thinks
I
that's
know
what power
the
is.
only
That's
people
what
who
he
do that
thinks.
to their places are the Arabs in their palaces. You know, their palaces, not that place of business. This man is
No, but I mean, if you
only
want to
to
see
the White
gold,
House.
if you want to see gold paint, go to Versailles in France, and look at that fucking
Right.
palace, and that's like 400
Anybody
years.
notice
Oh,
gold
look at-
prices here lately?
Oh, yeah,
Going through the roof.
yeah.
Boy.
They're over.
Because
Shit.
Trump just invented gold paint, you know.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
probably why.
Trump's
That's
killing the
probably why
dollar.
gold prices
That's-
soared, was because it was Trump that invented gold paint, and there you go.
Yeah, he did, really. He
So-
did that. Yeah, you know, it's like,
Oh
it's
man,
amazing what he's able to create, isn't it, John?
it is.
Why?
But we can do better. We can do 2 for
Yeah.
blue, baby.
I
We
hope
can
you
do
will.
your part. That's what Leo was talking about. Do your part. Do something. Don't have to run for office, baby, but maybe call your
Who was
Democratic
call-
headquarters. Maybe call a
Was-
friend. Say, you know, I'm about
Wa-
time.
was
I'm
in-
worried about this
m-
shit. You know?
Was it Mr. Shaky mentioned Harding as being like the last worst president? You know, I've seen the ranking of Trump's first term, and they're putting him down with Buchanan now. And he was
His
the one who
first
started
term is nothing compared to this one, baby.
No, and now he's going to be like, they're going to even put him down below Buchanan. Buchanan was the one who started the Civil War. So I mean, this guy is like,
Oh,
he's
that's a
going to
good
be
one
the
right there.
yeah.
Yeah. You know why? I have that send letters thing. You know why? Because I went to the post office. I went yesterday. I went today. Well, I went yesterday just for fun. Went there and, you know, parked the car and got out and went in the fucking post office.
What are you doing?
You know, got my key out of my pocket. I was all ready to put the key in the fucking lock there. Slowly turn it to the left, not to the right. They normally go to the right. No, not my post office. I got to turn it to the left, and it makes that little clicking sound there. And then nothing.
I didn't know what the fuck you were doing. I just, what the hell is he doing? Okay.
Pay no attention
You
to
were
the
reading
man
a-
behind the curtain.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord,
oh,
I'm
yeah.
telling you.
I mean, yeah, that was like, that was a beautiful. When you started playing the violin, I started crying. You know, that was so
It's an
emotional.
emotional story. I go through it every freaking day.
Yeah.
You know, it costs for that damn thing too. You know,
Who is the man behind the curtain?
hard earned
this-
money
this
in there
month?
to keep that
Ding
thing.
dong,
Oh, anyway,
the
how you
big-
doing, Fox Wolf?
Hello. How you guys doing today?
Oh, not worth a shit. I was doing fine. Then we brought up the post office thing, and well, shit, there went my day. So
So, you notice he didn't even say anything about in the stock market was stated was good today. Just do us a
they
favor.
closed
Dom.
over 1,000 points today, made up for yesterday's big loss.
Just
So
keep it. Let's just put duct tape on his mouth and for the rest of his life. We don't have to.
Yeah, the market would probably do better. You know, send your
Oh.
duct tape to the White House. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. The more he keeps his mouth
Doesn't
shut,
matter what-
the better the market does. Because every time he opens his mouth, the market gets nervous. Because he's full of
But,
shit. He's going to do this. He's going to, throw tariffs on these people. He's going to put tariff. He put a $50 a ton charge on Chinese ships coming into our ports. $50 a ton. Them ships, boy, there's a lot of tons in them ships.
he just making shit up now?
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Yes, he's
yeah.
pulling shit out of his butt. So he can look like a badass. And he can't win up against China because China can tolerate the and suffer the loss a lot more than we can. Which is already, I'm telling you, he's bending a knee already. With the hints coming out of the White House that the trade war with China will not last long. It's gonna go away. Yeah, because Donnie's gonna have to eat shit. But he's gonna come out saying, "Oh,
I'd
we
buy a
made a
ticket
great
for
deal.
that.
It's the greatest deal ever." And yeah, because he's got his ass in a sling now, and he sees it. He sees what it's doing to the market. He sees what it's doing to prices. Like I said before, them
It's
grocery
all
prices
part of
go
the
up.
plan,
Don't
John.
expect them to come all the way back down where they were. They never do, baby.
It is all part of the plan. It's all a plan, and he's sticking to it. He's being a good boy for the Bilderberg Group. The Bilderberg Group love this, and the Heritage Foundation love this guy because he's so
wealthy people are
manipulable.
eating this shit up. You see that market rise today? Guess who that made money today, baby? Not your 401k.
Not you. Not
it's
you.
not going to get back what it lost for a while. But yeah, there was money made. Because that's the way the market is. That's the way it's played. And it's legal. You know, they have the money, we don't. If you had that kind of money, man, you knew the market was going to go back up, shit, yeah, go in there and put a couple of million down and make a couple of million in a couple of hours. Shit. That's the way that game is played. But we're not in that game. We're in the game of pay your electric bill. Make sure you can pay your mortgage payment. Damn. And groceries, I got to buy gas too. You know, that kind of world. That's the world we live in.
And if
Nobody
there's
lives in that world
if
anymore.
you have any money left after that, John, you might have money enough to buy an egg.
No.
You know.
Yeah. Ain't happening.
How are the price of eggs at the moment over there?
The price
Has
of
it
what?
come down? Eggs.
I don't know.
Have
I
they
haven't
come
bought
down?
eggs in a while. Not because of
Well, you got
price. I just haven't bought
That's
groceries
small.
in a while. I need
They've
to
come
do
down
that.
a small bit.
Hey,
You know,
yes, I understood.
way
I
you
understand the
guys
news. They
make an
did come
effect-
down a small bit.
The
At
biggest way
Easter.
you guys can make an effect on these bastards that are trying to turn your government into a fascism is just don't go to the big place. I see Walmart's numbers are down, their turnover, which is great. And that's the way you're going to hurt these people by
Target's
people,
getting hit.
Yeah,
'cause
all
of
those
they-
companies just
because they
avoid them.
took the DEI thing that Donnie wanted, cut out DEI. Target did that, so people, been boycotting Target.
You know,
I-
the reason
you know,
that
shop
he's made
local,
DEI,
baby. Small
this
stores.
attack on DEI so successful is because he made the mega people think that DEI stands for black help, helping black people only. That's what he done. He made it look like it's a charitable thing for blacks, Asians, whoever's not white.
He's made
And
it, and
that's why
he's
Oh.
degraded it, and it is pitiful because, it's easy to sell bullshit. It's easy to sell hate. But DEI, as I've said before and repeatedly, is a result of everything that we fought for from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. All of the rights, the women's rights, the racial rights, equality, gay equality. Everything that we fought for, we thought, hey, yeah, we won. That's it. We ain't got nothing to worry about no more. Yeah, that's what this is. It's an attack on everything. Everything that we call equal in this country. Equal treatment for everybody. No, not so much
Can't
on the
have
Donnie. No, can't have that no more. They're going to put requirements on everything. It's I don't know. It's
It is what it is, John.
Sanctioned
and,
racism.
It's fascism. It's just fascism.
It
Full
is.
stop.
It's
You can't
fascism.
Make up a new word.
Authoritarianism. It's all of those words. That's what he is. It's damn sure not democracy. It's not that. Well, I take that back. It is because we elected him. And that's where we have
No,
to
you
hold
didn't.
ourselves
Are you sure
responsible.
they
How
did,
did that
Tom?
happen?
I don't think.
Are you
I
sure-
don't think
are
he
you
got
sure?
elected.
I
Did
do too,
we?
Dave, but
I
I
don't
can't
think
prove
he
it.
got elected.
I think he cheated his ass off. I think Elon Musk probably had something to do with it because that was Donnie's first comment was, "Oh, Elon Musk knows all them fucking computers." Yeah. So that thought is always going to be in my mind. But
I
that
know,
doesn't
mine
change
too.
the facts that he got elected, that he's in there. He's the president. And we have to do everything in our power legally to get his ass out of that house. And you can't, and the only way to do that, the only way to do it is impeachment. To impeach his ass, to remove him, to have him convicted in the Senate. Anybody think that's going to happen?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
I do.
think it might happen.
It's going to be
Well,
We
after
keep
Guys,
the
What's the Senate?
protests.
if
what's
we
the
take
Senate
control of
say?
the House and the Senate. If we take control of the Senate, we have a shot in the midterms to get his ass out. But I don't expect
What
the
midterms?
Republican Party to stand up and do a damn thing. They are all
You
cowards to
reckon?
him.
You reckon you're going to have a midterms? I don't think you're going to have a midterms. He will not allow
We're
that
going to
to go
have
ahead.
midterms. We're going to have
Oh, we're
them.
gonna have midterms.
Yeah, we're going to have them. But I'm more
Unless you've got
concerned
martial
about
law.
the control of the vote. Who gets to vote? And that's state by state. If you're in a Democratic state, if you're in a nice, cool state, no worries. Yeah, if you're not, the state legislator is probably trying to do as much as they can to I don't know, check your ID, check this, check that, make you jump through this hoop, that hoop. Oh, you have to go 10 miles over there to register for this one. I can't help you here. You got to go over, whatever the fuck it is. They'll find shit. Because that's
No,
their
I-
only hope is to decrease the voter population, the number of votes. What's that?
Well, is that going to really help them? Because by decreasing one lot, aren't you decreasing the other lot as much as? I mean, are you saying that if you register as a Democrat, you're targeted to be looked at and maybe kicked off? But if you register as a Republican, you'll be okay and left alone, no matter whether you're a Hispanic or not?
Well, of course that wouldn't happen here, Dave. He said with a smile. You know,
So me and
all politics is local. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Well,
Oh.
there went that.
You have to.
Let me s-
Lost the sound. Is anyone in the room?
I'm here. I'm here.
Actually,
How are
it
you
doesn't
doing in
perfectly.
How are you doing in Australia, Dave?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just waiting for the show to finish up, and then I'm going to attend to some animals.
really?
Stick a thermometer up a few birds' asses.
Oh, gee, wish I could
Yeah,
be there with you, Dave. But
You got to take their temperature.
Try to not be bitten by a snake today. You know.
I haven't gotten
what's a little
around at the
snake
moment.
Just a little,
Yeah.
yeah, just
yeah.
a little, two little
You got
holes.
a
What the fuck?
you got a
Yeah.
trouser snake in the White House.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You
Yeah,
got a
we
couple
do.
of them there.
Hey, let me send out a big thank you to Lincoln, who came back with another $2 and said, impeach, remove, imprison. Oh, it sounds like a plan to me. It sounds like a plan. Impeach, remove, and imprison his ass. We all know that's exactly what should happen. You know.
So me, Lincoln, and Benny was talking the other day, and the prosecutor, we were thinking about who would, if he is impeached, who would be the prosecutor, and we all thought about it would be Kamala Harris to be the prosecutor.
oh, God.
Oh yeah, can you imagine the look on his face? Can you imagine the look on his face if he has to see her being the prosecutor?
Well, I needed something to dream. Shit, or wouldn't that be something?
Well,
He
you know,
was
Bernie
stupid.
Sanders and Miss Cortez have been making a lot of noise, haven't they?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's
Oh.
great.
Do you think Bernie wants to run for president again?
No.
No, I don't think he will. I don't think he will.
But
But he will
maybe
lend his
he's
voice.
kind of
His
building up
voice.
AOC. He's building up AOC for a future
Yeah, now if you
run.
ask me if AOC would run,
Oh yeah.
How
I
old
would-
is she?
She's old enough.
35.
yeah, she's
Is
old.
she?
35.
Okay.
Yeah. And she has got a hell of a lot more experience than any of the
She
fucking
would
assholes.
raise the right. Oh, the temperature on the right would go through the roof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I
at
would
least
love to see Jamie Raskin. Jamie Raskin.
but I
he's a
think the support on the
constitutional lawyer,
left
he's
would be
smart.
just as fierce.
she's
I
not
don't know.
afraid to stand
I
up.
don't know.
That's
Yeah,
what
she's
I
not
think.
afraid to
No.
stand up. She's a smart woman.
She
You
doesn't
know.
take shit from anybody.
No, no. But I don't know. I don't know who it's going to be. I don't know. But somebody has to Has to be that
Step up.
person that's, yes, somebody has to step up. Somebody has to, oh shit. Okay, I'm going to need help with this one.
Uh-oh.
You see that, Miss
Go on.
Chick?
Her microphone's off, I think.
I do,
Yes.
but I don't recognize the squiggly.
Yeah, I don't recognize the squiggly.
Unless they are from Kashmir. Ah.
Oh, well,
Did
damn, John, read the message. I'm going to say Ordoc came in with 40. Yeah,
Something or others.
40 of those, and said free Kashmir from brutal illegal Indian occupation. The Kashmir has been, I'm not up on that, but I know it's a disputed region.
Yes.
Well, thank you, Ordoc. Free Kashmir from brutal illegal Indian occupation. And it is between, the Kashmir is between India.
Don't you like Led Zeppelin, John? They have a
can't
song
remember the
called
other country.
Kashmir.
What's going on?
Think. I don't know. My
Kashmir
brain's
is
quit
in
working. My brain quit
Kashmir
working.
is in Asia. It's like in it's as you said in Pakistan, in the Afghanistan, Mongolia, and that, I think, in that place. I don't know. Is that yeah? Is that a place?
I'll have to do my
called-
geography.
I
Isn't
have
that
to check
pitiful?
it out. I'm
That's-
just as stupid as you there.
Now I'm mad at myself because I should know.
Oh, it's an area in India.
Yes. Yeah, but it borders another country too, I think.
No, it's a part of India.
No?
It's a
Oh,
part
it's a
of
part of
India.
India.
Yeah, it's within India. It's like a mountain
okay.
range in India.
Okay.
Yeah,
I apologize for not knowing.
but that's interesting. Indians sending money to Americans for a change, because usually it's the other way around. Because they have all these scam calls, these scam phones where they're calling from Microsoft, and all that stuff.
Actually, it's good to see the world is sending money to Ukraine. Most
Oh, yeah.
countries
Yeah.
up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad they're standing up when we're not.
Yep.
That just,
How do you think it's
that's
going over there?
probably not well. Well, I don't know. There's some
I don't think
freaking
so
headline
either.
that said that there's a chance that Putin might be willing to talk. I think he waits till the last fucking minute. I don't trust the man for shit. Every
I don't
ceasefire
either.
he's ever agreed to, he violates.
He
Well,
violates.
the only talk
Yeah.
is get out the country. That's the only talk he can make is remove his
I
troops
don't.
from
I wouldn't
Ukraine.
doubt if it's Donnie and him over there, and Donnie's over there begging him, please, you got to do something because Donnie wants the Nobel Peace Prize. He thinks if he can bring peace between Ukraine and Russia, he'll get the Nobel Peace Prize and stick that feather in his hat.
Did you hear his last conditions that he was going to propose? That Russia gets to keep Crimea and
Yes.
every single land they have taken from Ukraine.
Yeah,
which means
that he
it's
wants
a complete
Crimea
surrender.
and a new line from the
25.
yeah,
Yeah,
not one freaking inch,
25%.
not one freaking
that's not
inch.
a,
Anything
that
less
means-
than not one freaking inch, you're caving in.
yeah.
No,
That's not a
there is no
negotiation.
debate on how this war started. It started with Russia invading on to get the Nazis out, out of Ukraine. That's what the original freaking thing was.
Yeah, he was going to get
Yeah.
the Nazis out of
He was
there.
going to get the
That's true.
Nazis out. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
bullshit. It's a land grab. It's a power grab. And if we
Yeah.
if we give in
But-
a freaking inch, you think he's going to stop? He's going to turn his direction somewhere else
But
because he knows that we're
is-
not going
I
to do
mean,
shit.
There is
That's all.
absolutely no doubt that this asshole is a
Happy
Russian
Earth Day, Dan.
asset or an agent, whatever the fuck he is, because he's doing whatever Putin wants him to do in Europe. While it's sickening why nobody is talking about it in America. That you have a fucking Russian
I don't know,
agent.
but it breaks my heart to see President Zelensky in a position to where he is considering. His people are suffering every freaking day.
Terrible.
I'm not give a shit if they're in church or at the grocery store. They're
I'm
not
still
safe.
pissed off over the way he was treated at the White House.
Oh yeah, me too.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Yeah.
set up.
Especially when Elon Musk doesn't wear a suit at the White House.
Yeah.
Shit.
And neither did
Nor
the
did Kid
president of
Rock.
El Salvador the other day. Came in
No.
there
Yeah.
with just his black. Yeah. What's up with? Why didn't some reporter ask him? Hey, why ain't you wearing a suit here, man? It's the White House, dude. Come on. You know,
These
show some
assholes,
respect and all that
you know,
kind of
I
crap.
mean,
No.
No,
'Cause
that boyfriend of that's
Greens.
that stuffed turkey who asked him the question is empty Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend. So I mean, what can you expect?
Marjorie Taylor Greene, and she just
Well,
got reelected.
on that
Georgia's
bullshit
14th
of,
district, man. I
her-
just don't know what's wrong with them people. I know
I heard that
everybody
she
in
might be,
Georgia's 14th district hasn't got their head up their ass. Not everybody.
I
Oh,
heard.
did you?
Oh, I
I
heard
heard that
today
they
that
might,
she's going to run for senator.
Oh,
Oh God!
Oh,
I
is
hope
she?
does.
Yeah,
My
against.
Lord.
And we have
against
to. I was going to talk about
Oh,
that later.
against-
We have to start promoting John Ossoff because that's
John
who she's
Ossoff.
running for.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I want to see that fight. I want to see that fight
Me too.
because
She
John
doesn't have a
Ossoff will
fuck.
wipe the floor with her, but that doesn't guarantee a win. We've seen that.
Nope.
It doesn't take
No.
intelligence. It doesn't take.
It's all about money. It takes
It's all
money.
about money, and if you can kiss Donnie's ass.
Yeah.
It's I don't know what the right what
But
it
that
is
didn't
that
work real
holds
well
because
in,
money
Wisconsin
doesn't account
recently.
for the maggots. Not all the maggots are rich. Not all maggots got money. But what they all have in common is fucking hate.
Yeah.
And that's what Donnie sells more than anything is hate.
And heads up their ass.
Hey.
Yep.
Did you see the Midas touch? They interviewed accidentally interviewed a maggot guy, and the guy asked him, the reporter said to the maggot guy, they're talking about racism and things like that, and he says to him, well, the rebel flag, the Confederate flag, where do you see that flying? It's always flying on the MAGA trucks and the MAGA buses and all that. No, that's through the Democrats. They fly that flag. They actually
Oh, come
think
on.
that's what. This is on the Midas touch. They actually think
boy.
that
Yeah, I'm
the
sure
Democrats
Midas
run
Touch told him to go kiss him. Kiss him.
Hey, isn't that show taken off? I mean, they're going to be a target for Trump, aren't they? Because they are taking off numbers big time. They're making CNN, MSNBC look sick.
Oh, Midas Touch?
Their
Oh,
numbers.
they're huge.
Yeah, they just
Yes.
won a Webby Award.
They're huge.
What was that, Mr. Chick?
They just won a Webby Award, which
The
is for
Webby.
podcasts.
Excellent. No, they're going to be targeted by, I'm sure, Trump when they, I'm sure he knows about
Oh,
them.
there's some voices that have just
Oh.
knocked it out of the
I'm
park.
sure he does.
I'm amazed with Tennessee Brando. He
Oh, yeah.
hit like a rocket. The man just knows his shit and knows how to speak it. So
I'm proud
And
of
that's where people are turning to. They're turning to these places for the news because they can't trust mainstream unless you're a Fox lover. That's the size of it. Mainstream is told too many.
I think they're looking
white
for
lies
common
for Donald
voices.
Trump.
That they're looking for to do something, to be involved. And I like to think the
Yeah,
more the
action,
numbers of
action.
what do they call it? Internet talking heads, influencers they call them. Yeah, the more their numbers go up, that's an indication that the populace is getting riled up. They're concerned.
I can't wait for you to hit 100,000 because they're gonna give you a plaque from YouTube. Silver plaque.
Yeah, you're gonna.
I'm glad anybody's even listening. Are you shitting me?
Oh,
Come
but
on,
I
man.
mean, you're on your way.
We have a great family here. That's what
Yeah.
sets this against anybody else's. Is this is more of a conversation amongst family members, and anybody in that chat is welcome to come in here and sit at the table, baby. Use your voice. Give me your opinion.
Yeah.
That way I don't have to keep listening to these guys.
And for me and Dave, this is a very safe way for me to Dave to sit at the table, because if we were there physically, they would kick us down to El Salvador. They would ship us down, both me and Dave.
Hey, think about it.
They wouldn't let you get off the plane.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
Radicals. We'd be radicals. That's what we are. Yeah. A threat to.
Can you imagine Dave in the customs being asked, "What do you think about Trump?" And he would.
Oh God.
What would you tell him, Dave?
What would you say, Dave?
Well, my
I love
first
him.
two words would be "fuck Trump." That'd be the
There you
first two
go.
words.
That's the first words.
And I
Set
think
the
that would
tone.
be the end of me. I think. Yep, I
That would
think
be the
that'd
end of the
me.
conversation. Yeah, fuck that guy.
Turn around,
Pardon my
put your hands behind your back.
Yep, that'd be what it is. Isn't it sad?
Yeah,
But
it is. And
seems
actually,
to be
there
where
is
we're
travel
headed.
warnings been issued. There is travel warnings been issued by some countries to their people.
Oh yeah, yeah. On America, yeah.
Yeah.
On America,
Yeah.
they're warning people to go to America.
Oh shit. Well, y'all have put a smile on my face this evening. I appreciate the shit out of that. Yeah. I got a reason to
Actual
smile.
fact,
Huh?
So
actual fact,
I'm
I think I think the people will stand up, and I think there's going to be a mammoth protest, and Donny's going to turn around and say, "Shit, is that what the people want? I better give that to them. Let them."
Yeah,
have
you'll
their
go back to
democracy,
being a
let them have
Democrat.
all the- Yeah,
We don't
he'll
want his
go back-
ass.
he'll
We
flip
don't
party.
want his ass.
Yeah.
No.
I want
That's the
some of
answer.
what you're
No.
drinking, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, we all want a little sip of that Kool-Aid, Dave. We all need a little sip of that.
koala juice. I'd love to be like a koala, just stoned all day, every day, or drunk. We don't know whether it's stoned or drunk, but it's one of those two. They don't know what's going on around them. I can stick a thermometer up a koala's ass and doesn't give a shit. Seriously,
Well, on that
they love-
note, I guess we'll call it an evening. I want to thank
Yeah, wash your
everybody for
hands.
coming in. Huh? Yeah, wash your hands. Because Marilyn just cooked up a whole bunch of hamburgers. You know,
I'm on my way.
she
man.
just invited us. Yeah, she just invited us, cooked up a bunch of hamburgers, invited us all over. If we knew where you lived, baby, you probably get some
Yeah,
takers.
Canada.
Oh, I'd go with a heartbeat. Shit. Anyway.
But I'm proud of pissed off bartender, because he went
yeah.
to the Christian Kirk thing in Texas today, and he's standing up for everybody too.
Yeah, I'm actually following him. He's a very entertaining character on YouTube. Pissed off bartender.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a cool guy.
Yeah.
Very interesting, and he's funny too. He's like John. He brings
He is.
comedy into it and sarcasm.
Oh, that's what I do. Yeah. Comedy.
Yeah, you do that, John. I mean,
Yeah.
you kind
on
of
purpose too. On purpose.
I mean-
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Have you
Did you
seen
know
that?
John was a stand-up comedian?
I'm
He's just
a
retired.
prime example of proof that anybody can do this. All you got to do is turn on a camera, get a microphone. Well, you're probably going to need a few
But
computer
it
screens.
kind of helps to
you
be
know.
a loudmouth.
Plus,
like
you'd
you.
have to watch the
It
fucking
kinda
news
helps.
every day. Every day. Every day. Never mind. Don't do that. Anyway, we're going to wrap it up for the evening. Foxwolf, thank you very much. Appreciate you coming in, brother.
You're welcome.
Enjoyed it. We'll be back here on Thursday. Think about it. Oh, shit. My dog's barking again. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Well, make it quick. Make it
Oh,
quick.
I just had a
lock it
thought.
up.
What?
Oh,
That's dangerous.
not just arrangement in my house to where I could move a certain screen so I could see it on this screen, and that way I could. Anyway, I have
what they're
screens
up
all
to.
over the fucking place. I have screens all over the place, and I can see right into my living room and the front door. And if I was in the living room, then I could see all over. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah,
You're kicking people out of here, John.
my dog
Happy
distracted by
trails.
Doesn't take much nowadays. Anyway, Foxwolf, we appreciate the shit out of it, buddy.
You too.
All right. And Yelly Man.
Yeah. See, thank you for for the conversation. It was fun.
Thank you for the conversation and the donation. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was yeah. It's been a while since I've been on. I've not been in the chat for a while, so I decided,
Well,
just
I
put in
appreciate
my
it.
yeah. But I mean, you're worth everything because I think you're doing a hell of a job, and
Thank you.
I mean, you're a great guy, and we all love
I
you.
appreciate that.
All that mushy
Yeah,
stuff.
all that mushy shit. Yeah.
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 All right.
All
See you
that
later,
stuff.
John. See you. Bye-bye.
All right, Yellow Man. Take care of
Okay.
yourself.
See you. You
And
too.
Dave.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, mate, I love you too, okay?
Ah,
So don't
fuck
push
you
it.
too.
You're not going to get more than that. Don't push your fucking luck.
You know I love you, brother. You know I love you.
Okay.
And don't
I
walk
think
in front of
we're good.
Aussie. He's got a thermometer.
That's right.
Yes.
He
Don't-
knows how to use
don't
it
bend
too.
over.
Don't just
Show me your rear
make
end.
cautious moves.
Back up.
Anyway,
Okay.
Dave.
night,
Always
America.
appreciate the
Good night,
input,
Mr.
brother.
Good
I
night.
know it comes from. I know it comes from your heart.
Hey, so the animals appreciate the input as well. I give them.
Yeah. There you go. Turn around and wink at you too, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Good
All right,
night,
Dave. I
mate.
love you, brother. Take care of yourself.
See ya.
All right. And Juanita,
Hey,
thank you.
I got to ask
darling.
Miss Chick something.
What?
Miss Chick,
Mm-hmm.
how about the shit shares? No shit shares?
We haven't gotten to that
We're
part
getting
yet.
to
We haven't got to that part. We saved that for the
Okay,
end.
I'm sorry. Sorry about that.
I hope we had some.
Mhm.
You know, did
I
did
would be
did you share this shit?
Well,
Juanita?
I will see you next time.
Okay, baby. I won't hold you
All
to it.
right.
All right, darling. Take care of yourself and thank you
Bye-bye.
for coming in.
Thank you.
And Miss Chick.
And John,
Oh Lord, darling. Thank you for
you
being
got
here.
a silly family.
Yeah, we do. We do.
We
I want and I want to thank Mark, our Blue Dot greeter, who's always in the chat, always greeting people when they come in and does so much. I
Yeah.
appreciate him so much. There's the wheels, the cogs behind all this shit that makes it all work.
Yeah. We have
Yeah.
to keep greasing it though.
Yeah. Got to keep greasing it. Anyway.
Anyway, so I did want to mention
What?
a couple of things that I did look up were on Move On is promoting Bring Kilmar Home and End the Abductions Saturday, April 26th. That's kind of like the next protesty thing that people do on Saturdays. Get out there. It's
Get out there,
every
baby.
Friday, every Saturday, whenever you can, get out. But they are kind of focusing on that for April 26th, which is this Saturday. And to find a site near you, go to mobilize.us, and they might be able to help you out there. You plug in there.
Mobilize.us.
Yep. And the other one was the group called Tesla Takedown.
Uh-huh.
They announced the new
like that.
phase of protest. What does that say? Oh, it has to do with divesting public dollars from Elon Musk. That's their next campaign, because a lot of like public, be it teachers, unions, whatever, they have retirement investment things, and they
Right.
want them to get rid of that as part of the public investment groups.
Maybe so, because Tesla's not doing too good.
Yeah, well, it's just something that they're going to try. They're going to campaign with that, and they still do Fridays. I think it's Tesla Takedown Fridays usually. And then, of course, some people are doing something on actual May Day. Other people are doing it on the Saturday nearest it.
Right.
So
May the
yeah.
4th, I think.
Maybe, I'm not sure. It's different. I've seen
the
the 5th.
4th
I've
be
seen
with
the 4th. I don't know what they're doing.
Check.
So you have to look that one up just to see if. And you can go to Indivisible sometime, because some of those are the groups that are doing things. Like I said, Mobilize .us and Move On. You just try any of those. See what they have going. And Get involved.
See if it's
Get
going on
involved.
in your neck of the woods.
Make a sign. Get out there. Make some noise.
There
What
you
the
go.
hell? You'll feel better.
All right. Hey, let me
And I.
jump this in here because Adam Hewitt just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Don't lost more in the stock market in 90 days of the people's money than the whole budget they are trying to pass." Fuck
Exactly.
Donald Trump and eat your blueberries. Ah!
He's right.
Yeah, he's
right.
cost a lot. He's cost a lot. Thank you, Adam.
Whoops.
Okay. Now, where were we?
Lost my spot. Anyways, we had some lovely people that shared this shit.
Who were the shit sharers this week?
Well, today
These
there
characters.
were Victoria S. from Georgia, Keith T. from Illinois, Raul M. from Texas,
Outstanding.
Sonia G. from Minnesota, Dante H. from Alabama, and Sandy N. from Arkansas. All
Arkansas.
shared this.
All shared this shit. They're sharing this shit
They
all
did.
over this country and around the world, as is
Oh.
obvious by our donations tonight. So yeah,
Yes.
be a shit sharer. Share this shit around the world. That's the way it works. Do that right down
It'll
there.
make you
little
feel
buttons
good.
Right down there. Finger.
Doesn't cost
button,
anything.
Works just like that.
Yep.
Anyway.
Like,
Miss
share,
Chick,
and
I
subscribe.
appreciate you
Easy
so
peasy.
much, baby.
You're
I've had a
welcome,
good
John.
day. I've had a good day. It's
Good.
been a
I'm glad to hear that.
yeah. Dr. Todd's medicine works a little bit there on my shoulder. Love the
Yep.
guy. Good tasting beer too. Anyway.
Except for that one.
Yeah. Well, maggoteers.
I think it was.
What?
I think it was probably what we call a double IPA, and yeah, I don't like them either.
They're strong. The beer he
Well, they're-
sends is not a weak man's beer. No, every
Right.
one of these things are stout. Very
And,
stout.
oh, they were all stouts. I like stouts,
well,
but
just
they're
meant
usually
stout
like
and-
8%.
Yeah, they're all stout.
I need a couple of those.
Yeah. I can
Because
only
the
get a
double
couple of
IPA
sips because I can't do it during my rant because they won't let me do that. And, yeah.
That and it makes you spit.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes it. Anyway, I love you, Miss Chick.
Love you too.
All right, baby. I love all of y'all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this family. Thank you for being in this fight. That's what I'm most thankful for, that you're in this fight, baby, because it's worth having. Anyway, whilst you're fighting, smile and pass it on to the guy fighting with you because you're on the same team. Anyway,
Yeah.
something like that. We'll see you all on Thursday. Until then, y'all take care of yourself. Say goodnight, Miss Chick.